Hello, this is Brandon, and this is Come Let Us Reason. Premillennialism is a ideology that has infected religions today. It is something that, when looked at carefully, is not backed up by Scripture. It's the idea of the 1,000-year reign, the end times. It's something that everyone is interested in. Everybody wants to know how life on earth is going to end. And one such ideology is premillennialism. We'll be taking a look in about 24 videos of premillennialism, and I think you'll see that it doesn't hold water. The first part of premillennialism is their rules for interpreting prophecy. This is the foundation of premillennialism. If premillennialism is true, every prophecy must have a literal fulfillment. But there's a problem with this. Prophecy comes in many flavors and shapes and sizes, just like people. In other words, prophecy and the interpretation thereof is varied. There are prophecies that obviously have a literal interpretation, like Matthew 24:2. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Talking about the destruction of the temple. And this was literally fulfilled in AD 70 when the temple was destroyed. And there wasn't a stone left upon another. But the whole thing was destroyed. Now, while there are literal interpretations and literal prophecies such as that one, there are obviously figurative ones as well. Revelation 12:4, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and cast them into the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. If this was a literal prophecy, a dragon's tail would have to sweep the sky and take a third of the stars of heaven and crash them into earth. There's many problems with this. One, stars are light years away. It would take thousands of years at the speed of light to get a third of those stars. It would take more than thousands of years. Two, stars are big. Stars are huge, not just big. They dwarf the planet compared to the biggest star. Looks like this. The planet compared to the smallest star maybe looks like this. So this is not impossible. It is impossible to be a literal prophecy. The dragon's tail would have to be trillions of light years long, and the earth would be utterly wiped out by this dragon's presence because it would be so huge. How a prophecy is interpreted should be determined by one thing and one thing only: the context. Look at the context of the verse. What's before it? What comes after it? What is the overall theme of the book? Only then will the meaning become clear. This has been Brandon with Come Let Us Reason.